Good evening. You are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. The national exercise Shumukh 2 continues as military bodies prepare for a Sayf al-Sari' 3 joint exercise. To keep up with the increasing requests for land, more than 20,000 land plots for various uses are approved. In order to provide an opportunity for entrepreneurs, the second Global Forum for Youth Entrepreneurs is launched. And a national workshop discusses in Muscat teaching nuclear sciences for school students through an innovative approach adopted by the International Atomic Energy Agency. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent a cable of condolences to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, on the death of Her Highness Princess Noura bin Turki bin Abdullah Al Saud. His Majesty the Sultan received a cable of thanks from Emperor Akihito of Japan in reply to His Majesty's cable of condolences on the victims of the earthquake that hit the island of Hokkaido recently. The military, security and civil bodies continue their participation for the second consecutive day in the national exercise Shumukh 2 and preparing for a Sayf al-Sari' 3 joint exercise. The exercise is progressing according to plan as the Royal Army of Oman, with all its capabilities, is exerting great effort to make the implementation of this and the upcoming exercises a success. Meanwhile, the Royal Air Force of Oman took part in the event with its latest combat planes and aerial defense cadres. The aim of the national exercise is to test the preparedness of all the participating bodies so as to be capable of conducting the joint national duty, as well as achieving advanced levels of training. The media plan of the national exercise Shumukh 2 and a Sayf al-Sari' 3 was activated by the Media Center, which started its works by receiving media personnel and covering various events, as well as organizing press conferences in this regard. Media men from various institutions in the Sultanate and their colleagues in military media are gathered in the Media Center to cover all aspects of both exercises. It is worth mentioning that the Media Center is the only source of information related to both the national exercises through its visual, audio and published sources, in addition to social media means. More than 20,000 land plots for various uses were approved by the technical committee concerned with urban planning at the Ministry of Housing in its 6th meeting of the year. These land plots are divided on 40 schemes in various governorates of the Sultanate. This comes within the ministry's approach to provide modern urban schemes and distribute them for the eligible during the coming stage. The governorate of Ad-Dakhiliya included 6 schemes. The governorate of South Batina included 8 schemes, whilst the governorates of Dahira and North Sharqiya included 7 schemes for each one. And the governorates of Dhafar, Musandam and Muscat included 2 schemes for each. The governorates of Wusta and South Sharqiya included 1 scheme for each. The committee in its meeting discussed a number of individual requests with regard to changing land usages. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Engineer Saif bin Amr al-Shakhsi, Under Secretary of Housing. In order to provide an opportunity for small and medium-sized enterprises to display and promote their products, the second Global Forum for Youth Entrepreneurs was launched in Muscat. The forum witnessed the participation from a number of student companies. It included discussions on the necessary skills and practices needed to become an entrepreneur. The workshops during the forum focused on leadership skills and communication, in addition to project management and taking advantage of social media means. The accompanying exhibition displayed the entrepreneurs' products and innovative ideas. His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service, presided over the ceremony. The National Workshop of Teaching Nuclear Sciences for school students through an innovative approach adopted by the International Atomic Energy Agency (IAEA) was launched. The three-day innovative workshop will focus on the practical side through experiments and use of high-tech devices available in the physical aspect. The workshop witnessed the participation from a number of physics teachers from the Sultanate and experts from IAEA. The participants expressed their happiness with such workshop as it will improve their knowledge on nuclear energy, its sciences and uses in different fields of life. The Remote Sensing Center and Geographic Information System in the Sultan Qaboos University organized an international forum entitled Remote Sensing in the Era of Machine Learning, AI, Application and Opportunities. The international experts taking part in the event presented 8 work papers on applying the new technologies in the field of remote sensing and analysis of satellite images. The forum is considered an opportunity to exchange knowledge as well as to get acquainted with programs related to remote sensing. Still to come in our news bulletin. A Bhutanese conjoined twins arrived in Australia and they will be separated at Royal Children's Hospital in Melbourne. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Under the theme Technology and Disruption, the 4th Technology Conference held in Muscat today shed light on the latest technological developments shaping the future of business operations, covering various sectors. The event was presided over by His Excellency Engineer Muhsin bin Mohammed Al-Sheikh, Chairman of Muscat Municipality. More details in the following report by Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi.
The latest developments shaping the future of the new technologies, Oman's readiness to the 4th Industrial Revolution, and disruptive technology impact on the global financial service market topped the discussions of the Technology Conference 2018 held in Muscat under the theme Technology and Disruption.
This particular conference is the 4th version of it. This is the 4th year that we host this conference. It's an important conference for us because it provides us a platform to evaluate, to discuss new technologies, to enrich our community, our financial services community, as well as the Omani community, of what is the futuristic outlook of what is out there and what can we take from it and what can we provide all of our customers.
A number of experts and specialists in the field of technology attended the conference to discuss digital transformation and innovation in the banking sector and share insights on the latest technological developments shaping the future of business operations covering all sectors and contributing to economic growth and development of the country.
I think the security is one of the big issues, and I think we just have to think very carefully about what we're doing and why we're doing it. What is this technology ultimately for, and not rush into things too fast. But in theory, if we're using this technology, it's very, very helpful for fraud prevention, but also it can know us better. It can advise us on certain actions and what to do with our money. Money, in a sense, is becoming intelligent, and it can help us decide what to do. So I think we just need to spend time considering these different technologies and whether or not they're appropriate.
The conference has been organized in light of the growing reliance of many public and private sector institutions on technology to provide new innovative products to the public. It is worth mentioning that over the past few years, the Sultanate has witnessed a significant growth and development in the provision of e-services in an implementation to move to e-government. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi, Muscat.
The Sultanate in the 11th of next February will host the Ocean Economy and Future Technologies Conference with a participation from 32 countries. It comes within the agenda of the International Forum Science and Technology Diplomacy. The conference will work on spreading knowledge on the main industries that enhance future technologies within the ocean community. It is worth mentioning that the bodies concerned in the Sultanate have put up a number of agendas related to fishing, pisciculture, marine transport, logistics, and energy preservation, with the aim to support the Sultanate's approach towards ocean economy. The Sultanate approved electronic airway bill system to replace paper airway bill system. The application of the system will enhance the Sultanate's position as a global logistics center and will also work on enabling cargo agents and traders to directly contact more than 120 aviation companies around the world to get acquainted with their cargo information. The commercial business owners will also benefit from the system, as it will contribute in removing numerous obstacles that hinder their transactions. Along with smashed buildings, wrecked cars and destroyed roads, some settlements in disaster-hit central Sulawesi province also face another consequence on last Friday's tsunami. Ships driven ashore by the powerful waves. A number of vessels still lay beached on land and in the main street of the village of Wani 2 in the Donggala area. Residents picked their way past them, walking beneath giant boats today as they try to rebuild their community. Locals said 8 residents are still missing and they are still waiting for essential aid to reach them. The confirmed death toll of 844 is expected to rise as authorities reach areas that were cut off by the disaster. The UN Secretary General has praised India's $20 billion sanitation program, Clean India, at the closing session of the Mahatma Gandhi International Sanitation Convention in New Delhi today. In his keynote address at the summit, which was attended by India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Antonio Guterres said that the country was tackling the problem of open defecation urgently and could be a model for other developing countries. Modi said the sanitation coverage in the country had more than doubled in the last 4 years, turning the Clean India program into a people's movement. In 4 years, nearly 86 million toilets have been built in rural areas. The government's cleanliness campaign has made clearer progress in rural areas, largely due to an inexpensive toilet design invented in India 4 decades ago. A twin-pit latrine system built from brick where waste shifts from one pit to another and becomes compost over time. Conjoined 14-month-old twins Nima and Dawa from Bhutan arrived today in the Australian city of Melbourne, where doctors are planning complex surgery to separate them. Elizabeth Lodge, chief executive of the charity that brought the girls and their mother from their Himalayan kingdom home, Children First Foundation, said the family was looking forward to the separation at Royal Children's Hospital. The girls are connected at the lower chest and share a liver. They must undergo further scans to determine the surgical plan and its timing, with doctors predicting the procedure might take up to 8 hours. It will be several months after surgery before the girls will be able to return to Bhutan. The girls' surgery and recovery is estimated to cost at least 350,000 Australian dollars, which the foundation is confident of raising through community donations. 9 years ago, surgeons at the same hospital successfully separated Bangladeshi 3-year-old sister Trishna and Krishna, who had been joined at the head. Now for the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with chances of cloud accumulation and scattered rainfall over the Hajar Mountains. Low clouds and fog late at night and early morning are expected over the coasts of the Arabian Sea. Winds will be southeasterly, light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The national exercise Shumukh 2 continues as military bodies prepare for a Saif al-Sariya 3 joint exercise. To keep up with the increasing requests for land, more than 20,000 land plots for various uses are approved. In order to provide an opportunity for the entrepreneurs, the second Global Forum for Youth Entrepreneurs is launched. And a national workshop discusses in Muscat teaching nuclear sciences for school students through an innovative approach adopted by the International Atomic Energy Agency. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.